So I forgot what I was about to say. I plead the blood of Jesus over this video. Speak through me, Lord. As I give your word to your people. So I decrease, Lord, you increase in me. Hallelujah. Walk with me, Lord. Okay, so this word is gonna be, it's a little chilly out here. But this word is gonna be like, um, whew, Jesus. I felt this really, when I feel, uh, when I feel something like shut up in my bone, like a word, and I know it be from God, right? Um, God will put something in my spirit, and He will also cause me to speak it. Okay, okay, if that makes sense. Okay, he worked with all His people different. Okay, but I'm just saying, like, I could speak something. I know it's from God because I'm not my own, right? If a thought come in my mind, He put it there. Okay. Um, if I speak something out, He put it there. He put it for me to speak. Just like I was downtown about a week ago, and I said, because they doing construction, they doing everything new down there, right? So I was like, they doing a new thing, and I knew that was prophetic, right? I knew it was prophetic. I'm like, okay, God, you doing a new thing. You doing a new thing. So that's how He worked with me, right? And I'm just gonna say this about God. Yesterday he spoke to me through a lot of different things. Like I never had God to He never spoke to me through birds and coins, right? I had got a unusual coin um from Myers. And the coin had came out, it was the only penny that came out, and there was a starfish on the penny. Okay, so he spoke to me through that. Then a quarter had a star on it. He spoke to me through that. Okay, and so I felt led to look at the states on those coins, and I did. He led me to write it down. What his purpose is for those things, I don't know. I was just obedient and did it. Okay, I felt like God was speaking to me anyway through those things, through the birds that I seen. Because birds never, like the way they was up in here. Even somebody, it brought some it uh somebody else spoke. They was like, all these birds, where all these birds come from? All these birds ain't never been here like that. So that caused me to get up and look. It was a lot of little birds. They weren't crows, because I would have had to start, okay, rebuking it and yeah, it wasn't crows. Um, I would have had to really go into a prayer if it was crows, okay, because no, we shall live and not die. There will be no untimely deaths in this complex. Okay. But they were like, it's like God was speaking to me through that. Okay. But anyway, I just wanted to say that. Um but what God but okay, so yesterday I and it wasn't even yesterday, it was like 12. It was like another day, so I put 6:14 because it was after 12, right? When this came to my spirit, like people that do one-on-ones, you know, like prophets. They call themselves prophets. Okay. My when I first started walking with God, okay, and God will allow things to happen in your life so you can learn from that thing, so you will know. You know what I'm saying? So one-on-ones, you know, like people they say if you want a one-on-one session with me, it's in the description thing. I don't trust that. Okay. um and I find a lot of people do one-on-ones that God have given me, that they not from him, if that makes sense. They do one-on-ones. So when you do a one-on-one with a prophet, they say they're a prophet, right? They be witches. That's what they be. Straight witches. So when you pay and have a one-on-one with these people, you pouring out your heart to these people. You giving them all your info, all what, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want them to know, whatever you want them to give you an answer on. So you pouring out your heart to these people, okay? And then they'll turn around and use it against you. Witches. That's what they are. Witches. They are witches. They do one-on-ones. God, I don't do one-on-ones. Okay? I don't do one-on-ones. God have not instructed me to do that. I don't do that. He never even showed me doing one-on-ones, right? But I experienced in my beginning walk with the Lord 3 years ago. I came across this woman, and I was watching her, and I didn't know about false prophets. I didn't know about witches. I didn't know about witches, right? I didn't know about witches and all of that. I'm thinking she's really from God, and she was she used to always be by water, right? When she do her words, like God opened my eyes up to all of this stuff. Okay, she loved to be by water. Okay, but anyway, she it was her name was Victoria. Okay, Victoria something. But I did a one-on-one with her, poured my heart out to her. She turned around and used all my information against me. About a week later, the Leviathan spirit had came upon me, and I couldn't understand what was going on. I didn't know nothing about no Leviathan, none of that. I just knew someone right with me. It had a hold of me, right? And couldn't nobody free me from that but God. And he revealed to me that's what it was. So I looked up the Leviathan. Leviathan is in the water spirit. This woman that I poured out my heart to, she always be at the water. God spoke to me about the woman. She was a witch. Okay? And she was into water. She was into marine spirits. God said she was I don't have my books, but I'm just bringing her back up just to say that. But she was into water. So, but you all see what I'm saying, and this is what God is saying. You all have to be careful. You may want these prophets and these fake apostles and these fake prophets and say they from God and they not want to do a one-on-one with you. Why do you want to do a one-on-one with me? Why? Why? To gather all my information and then use it against me? Because that's what that woman did. And so this is what God is saying. Stop being so desperate to hear a word from God when you can hear God yourself. If you give your life to him, he'll speak to you. Okay? So you pay to have a one-on-one done. They be wolves in sheep clothing. They be fake apostles. I mean, fake prophets. They be wolves in sheep clothing. That's what they be. Straight witches. That's what they are. I would never do a one-on-one with nobody. Now, when I hear people say that, I immediately be like, Lord, who is that? Who is she? Okay? Because God opened my eyes up to this stuff. So I know when I see people do stuff like that, I have to be like, Lord, who is she? God showed me recently who a person was that do one-on-ones. But he not allowing me to speak their name. But yeah, God showed me everybody. Sometimes it's scary. God showed me everybody. Sometimes I don't even ask who these people is. He showed me. And you will look at them, but looks is deceiving. They be ravenous wolves on the inside. Their heart don't be right. Their heart don't be pure. They don't be from God. But they speak God, but they don't be. He say they speak with their mouth, but we on my discernment is so on point. Okay? I could feel your spirit through the phone. I could feel your spirit just watching your video. If something feel off, oh, I have to go to the Lord. I'm not gonna watch you no more. Lord, who is she? Or who is he? Is they coming off your spirit, or what spirit is they coming from? They be straight witches, right? You people will be surprised who God showed me. God showed me everybody. He even showed me the people that I be around. You people be surprised who God showed me. He showed me people that's not coming off his spirit. And he recently just showed me a somebody. I'm not going to say a lady or a man. He just recently showed me somebody. I'm like, okay, Lord, so what are you saying? She basically spoke what she was, a false prophet. I basically told her what she was doing in a dream. That's what God gave me. He gave me that. He caused her to say what she was in the dream. She said, I'm a false prophet. That's what she said in the dream. She ran out to a woman and said, she's saying I'm a false prophet. I said, well, somebody leading you to do what you're doing, just say that. She got up and ran out the room and went outside and got some lady and said, she's saying I'm a false prophet. So she said what she was in a dream. I said, if somebody sending you to do this, if you working with somebody, just say that. That's what I was telling the girl. I mean, I just said it. The girl, okay? So, if it ain't Bible, if what you're doing not Bible, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I don't believe it. God have opened my eyes to be like that. If it ain't Bible, if you can't go to the Bible and show me, I don't believe it. These false prophets come up with anything to get close to you. Anything to get close to you. Put something in the comment. Put in the comment. They take your words and use it against you. Oh, don't be filled with the spirit of the Lord. Oh, they after people like that. They after God's people. This is what these witches are after. Okay, they after God's people. Okay, they use your comment and use it against you. And they say things in their videos. They say things in their video. I pay attention to all of that. Okay. While you talking to them, right? When you do a one-on-one with them, okay? Yeah. While you talking to them, they working witchcraft on you. When you leave a comment on their video, They'll use that and I put hexes on you people. I put they working hexes on you people, but it could be a curse. It could be a God is teaching me. I didn't know about none of that. I didn't know about curses. I didn't know about spells. Like I really didn't know about this stuff until I didn't know this stuff. I didn't know this stuff can happen to me. People, since I gave my life to the Lord, these witches and warlocks and the devil is after me. But I don't worry about anything. I rebuke that question. Okay? I rebuke you. I am a child of the Most High God. Okay? So I'm gonna start blocking you people. I'm gonna tell the Lord I'm gonna start blocking people like that. Okay? Because I don't care about none of that. I'm not here for that. And I'm about to have it where you can't leave another comment. So yeah. But while you talking to them, you doing a one-on-one with them. They on the other end doing something. I don't know what the witches be doing, but they be on the other end doing something. All they want to do is hear you. And they be, What are you, what are you doing? But see, I didn't know that then. I didn't know that then. I'm pouring my heart out to this witch. And she turned around and did something. Whatever she did, it caused that Leviathan to come against me. God had to be the one to get that thing off of me. Just all of a sudden, it just stopped. That was God. And then later on in my walk with God, not too long ago, I hear can't nobody get the Leviathan spirit off the Leviathan off of you, but God. Only God can do it. Excuse me. So while they talking to you, when you leave a comment, they're working witchcraft on you. I pay attention to everything. Okay, I pay attention to your words. I pay attention how you delivering your word. I pay attention to what you say. People could speak things and their heart could mean different. I pay attention to everything. People say, I don't even know what I wrote right there. I be writing so fast, so I'm just trying to read my notes. But my discernment is so on point. My discernment is so on point. I could feel you before you walk. I could feel you. I could feel your spirit if you say you're on your way. If you on your way, if I'm in somebody's house and they say, well, they on their way right now, I could feel that person's spirit so heavy. I know before they get there, they ain't right. I know before they get there, they're not right. I pay attention to the words come out of people's mouth. I pay attention to all of that, right? And you all have to do the same thing. You can't be too quick to go and because you be talking to witches, and God is going to hold you accountable for that. God is going to hold you accountable for that. Okay? Don't be found under a witch. Okay? I found that you can watch people's videos, and while you watching their videos, you can be cursed. Like these are people coming and saying that they are prophets. The times that we are in, you have to seek God for everything. You can't be out here loose. We are in a time now where you have to seek the Lord for everything. We are in a time now where it's time for you to give your life to the Lord, because it's up from here. Iran and Israel, oh yeah, it's up from here. It's not gonna get no better. It's about to get worse. Whose side are you on? Whose side are you gonna be on? Hmm. Is you gonna be found ready, or is you gonna be found doing one-on-one with a witch? You have to seek God for everything. You have to seek Him for everything. Don't be found under a wolf in sheep clothing. Don't do it. Okay. So this was just a word that I felt like God wanted me to uh, give you people um, about one-on-ones, because, and I'm gonna seek Him more about that. And yeah, I have another video to do, but it's a little chilly out here, so I'm not going out. But yeah, watch who you under. Know who you are under. Always seek the Lord before you start receiving words from people that you don't even know who they are. They may they have they see what you are doing. You are judging them by their outer appearance. Oh, well, they look like a prophet. Oh, I tell you all, take me back to the Lord. Always do that, and let God show you who people are before you start sitting up listening to them and all of these things. You have to be careful. We are in a time where Satan has been released to deceive as many as he can. And you all need to wake up, says the Spirit of the Lord.